All right, welcome back, everybody. That's just a little video that gives you an idea of what we're going to be speaking about this morning. Now, we just got through Cataract Awareness Month, and now this month, the month of July, is UV Safety Awareness Month. Chatting with me this morning is an optometrist from CVRS and the Trinidad Eye Hospital, Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning, Kerry. Nice to be on the show.
Nice to have you with us this morning. Now, on the spectrum of light that comes from the sun, not only do we get white light that we know is what allows us to see things here on Earth, but there are other types of rays that come from the sun as well, including ultraviolet. Tell us exactly what is ultraviolet light.
So, ultraviolet light, simply put, it's electromagnetic radiation that is naturally emitted by the sun. In terms of wavelength, it has a shorter wavelength of white light. So it's not visible, you can't see it, nor can you feel it. However, this type of radiation, it passes through the atmosphere and enters the Earth. So it basically is all around us. People who work outdoors a lot, such as construction workers, athletes, or even farmers, they are susceptible to overexposure to this type of radiation. You also have artificially produced UV light, for example, from welding machines, sun tanning beds, and even UV lamps that are found in salons and spas. These produce UV light as well, and overexposure to this can also cause harm.
What type of harm are we talking about?
So, in terms of the eyes, UV overexposure could cause a number of different problems. As you mentioned, last month was Cataract Awareness Month, and cataract is one of the main complications associated with UV overexposure. What UV light does in terms of cataract, it speeds up the process of cataract formation. According to the World Health Organization, around 20% of cataracts formed are due to overexposure of UV light. When we actually do cataract surgery in CVRS and Trinidad Eye Hospital, the artificial lens that we use, it blocks 100% of UV light that comes into the eye.
100%?
Yeah. We actually have other complications associated. As seen in the video before, a pterygium, which is a growth that starts in the clear part of the eye and protrudes into the colored part, is actually due to UV light. And what UV actually does, it causes that pterygium, that growth, to become inflamed. And when it becomes inflamed, it can cause a lot of discomfort to patients as well.
Right.
We actually also do another type of surgery called perfect pterygium surgery, and where we remove the growth to actually stop it from interfering with the vision. Then another complication, as we know in Trinidad, to be what is called arc eye, the medical term is actually photokeratitis. And what that is, it's inflammation of the cornea. So some people may experience a lot of pain, swelling, redness, and tearing. Those are some symptoms associated with arc eye or photokeratitis. If anyone experiences that, they should definitely see an eye doctor.
Okay.
Lastly,
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
So lastly, we have recent studies have shown that the retinal tissue to the back of the eye can also be basically affected by UV light. Studies have shown that UV light can also contribute to a disease as what we know to call age-related macular degeneration, and it's an irreversible condition. So therefore, stopping that is a very important part in eye care.
The things that you listed there, it leads me into my next question. So, when it comes to the UV light, people take sunscreen to protect their skin, but what can you do to protect your eyes from UV light?
So similarly, how we have sunscreen, we also have what we call polarized sunglasses. It's the main form of protection against UV light, and it can be found at almost any optical places in Trinidad. So a polarized lens, what it does, it has a special filter built in that filters light coming into the eye. It not only gives clearer vision, but it also gives 100% UV protection as well. For some patients, people who may not want two different pair of glasses and all in one combination, Transitions is a good option as well. Transitions can be incorporated into almost any spectacle, any prescription really. And what that is when you go outside, there's a special crystal embedded in the lens that activates from UV light and causes it to get particularly dark. Nowadays, with technology that we have, transition to get actually not only gray anymore, but different colors and different intensities as well. So I always recommend transition to all my patients because I think due to the climate we live in, transition is essential, as a must say.
And it must be very convenient as well. Now, you spoke about the transition lens and stuff, but aesthetically, some people, they don't like glasses, they don't like how they look in glasses, and a lot of people who do need tools to help them with their vision, they prefer to wear contact lenses. Are there any contact lenses available that can protect from UV light?
So different brand of contact lenses all have different UV blocking properties. So some brands blocks UV more, right? So it's always good to talk to your optometrist to determine which brand is best suited for you. However, nowadays we have what we call contact lenses with transitions. So just how glasses can get dark out in the sun, contact lenses can also contact lens also has this feature now for extra protection. Yeah.
Wow, that's actually very impressive. I didn't know the technology had gotten that far.
Yeah, contact lenses is something that always advancing. So that was actually something recently new, and it's working pretty well. Yeah.
That is some great news there for sure, Mr. Mohammed. And when it comes to the CBRS and the Trinidad Eye Hospital, what options are available for individuals should they already be damaged with the effects of UV light?
So if anyone is damaged from the effects of the UV light, usually we'll treat the condition. So for example, if someone has cataracts due to UV light, we will do cataract surgery if needed, or as mentioned, the pterygium surgery if needed. If retinal damage is in play, then we would send to see our ophthalmologist like Dr. Bola, and he will decide from there what is the treatment needed. In terms of the optical side, we will have shades available, so a wide range of polarized shades and transitions as well, to basically prevent anyone from getting those problems.
You mentioned earlier that macular degeneration is irreversible. What do you have to look out for? Are there any signs or symptoms that one can identify so you could know, okay, I have this problem, I need to stop it as soon as possible because I know this is a symptom or a sign of macular degeneration which can't be reversed? What are some of these symptoms to look out for?
Right. So macular degeneration is really a gradual degenerative process. So it's not very sudden. So you will notice a slow decrease in central vision, as well as if you look at straight lines, they may look kind of wavy or barrelish in shape. Those are some of the simple signs of macular degeneration. But it's a very slow decrease in vision, and it can really only be diagnosed by an eye doctor when they actually examine the back of the eyes. Yeah. But anyone who experiences waviness in their vision or a slow decrease in vision, they should definitely see the eye doctor for a checkup.
So would you recommend like preventative measures though? So like, although you're not experiencing these things, to go get a checkup so that the eye doctor can identify whether you are at risk of it or whether you have the early stages of it?
For sure. I would always recommend a yearly checkup and also preventative care. So for example, wearing on sun shades when you're outside, wearing on a hat as well, those are good options, not only for the eyes, but the skin as well. If you go to the beach, you wear sunscreen as well, yeah. So anything basically to prevent the UV light from passing through.
Well, definitely, as they say, prevention is better than cure. And you want to ensure that you give yourself the best chance you can to keep your vision intact.
Exactly, yes.
Now, in this pandemic, people have lost jobs, people have lost sources of income. What would the general eye test cost?
So the general eye test usually costs around $100. It's a comprehensive eye examination. We not only test for glasses, we look at the health of the eye, check the pressure as well. Our glasses start from like around 600 go up, and our shades start from around 800 go up. Those are polarized shades.
All right. Well, with that, I want to thank you for all the information you gave us this morning. And, we look forward to chatting again. We are here in the month of UV safety awareness. In the month of July. So hopefully we'll be able to chat with you and the good folks at the Trinidad Eye Hospital again very soon.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Have a great one, Mr. Mohammed.
You take care.
All right. That's
Bye.
Ibrahim Mohammed there, who is an optometrist at CVRS and the Trinidad Eye Hospital. And we are raising awareness about UV exposure. Remember, UV is a short-wave type of electromagnetic radiation that has the ability to damage your eyes. So there are things that you can do. There are shades, polarized glasses, as well as transition lenses that you can use as well. And go get your checkup yearly to ensure that you're on the right track with your vision, because again, certain conditions are irreversible, but you need to find that out from a professional. So you can go to the Trinidad Hospital and get yourself an evaluation and see where you're at and what steps you need to take next. All right, with that, we're going to take a short break and come back here with much more on the Now Morning Show. Stay with us.